Welcome, welcome. I am Dina, and this is Discussions with Dina. I want to welcome you and hope that all of you and yours within the sound of my voice are doing well. And I hope that you are taking time to enjoy this beautiful day today. Now, if you are listening on YouTube, I want to invite you to click the subscribe button and the bell in the right hand corner to notify you when this podcast goes live. If you are listening on Spotify, Google Play, or on any of the platforms by which you get your podcast, click the follow button. If you would like to comment on the topic being discussed today, you can do so by subscribing and commenting. Chat with me or by calling into the show. The number here is 478 227 2857. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, and leave your comment. Let's talk. I enjoy reading your comments and your messages, and I encourage you to join in the discussion. And as always, you can show your support for this podcast by donating. You can donate $5, $10, $20, whatever amount you choose to donate. It is totally up to you. And as always, your donations go toward the production of this show. Show, show your support. And how you show your support, you can donate through the Cash App at $ discussions with Dina or on PayPal at paypal.me/discussions with Dina. Now, today I am very pleased to present to you two of my most favorite people in the whole world, two beautiful, honest, and well spoken, straight to the point black women with experience and insight on this particular topic of discussion today. Hence the title of the show, Grown Ass Women Talk. Without any further ado, let me welcome you to two grown ass women that are here to speak on the subject today, which is why is it today that some black men find it necessary to bash or blame black women for their condition or their failure? Help me welcome today to this show Sweet Thang and Shawty Black. Welcome, ladies.
Hi,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone.
Welcome to Discussions with Dina. This is labeled Grown Ass Woman Talk. And what are we talking about today? We are talking about this particular video that has been going around the internet and on social media. It's by this guy by the name of Steven Jackson. Now, I want you all to listen to what Steven Jackson said. I'm going to play this.
For today, say, I wouldn't be a real one if I didn't share this game with my little bros, my little homies out there. I wouldn't be a real one if I didn't share this game with y'all. One, me, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, so I feel like to share this game with these youngsters out here are the ones who planning on having families and moving forward and doing different things and being successful. A lot comes with it. What I want to tell y'all, find one woman, love her, and have families and have babies with her. Do not have kids by multiple women. Listen to me. That shit is overrated. The shit is played out, and it ain't what you think. It ain't what you think it is. Okay. I have kids by 5 women. Right. I take responsibility for laying down with them, making babies with them, and all that. I take full responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But 3 of them, I regret even knowing. Paid millions and millions and millions of dollars in child support. You know what I'm saying? And still don't see my kids. At 42, my kids in high school. and in college. But peep this out. I'm saying this to say, find one woman, love her, have kids with her, and build your family. Because having kids by multiple women can destroy your life. I've been having 3 out of my 5 trying to destroy my life since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I paid millions in child support and still don't see my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you this to tell you to be smarter, bro. Don't make the same mistakes I made. Find you one woman, love her, and have kids by her. Because having kids by multiple women can destroy your life, bro. Because a bitter baby mama ruins black men just as much as the police or just as much as anybody. Okay? They won't say that. And of course, women won't say that because it's majority of them. But fellas, we got to be smarter. Okay? We got to be smarter. I don't have problems with my kids' mothers unless they done ran out of money. It's just facts, bro. It's just facts. But be smarter. Make a better decision. Don't be running around willy-nilly like I was doing and all that. And, try to find your relationship and stay in that one, bro, because I'm telling you, you have a life of pain and misery and unnecessary stress, and it ain't nothing you doing. It's the bitterness of another person, okay? So continue to love your kids and do whatever. If you do have kids, love them just as you were in a great relationship with their mom. But if you don't have kids, bro, take your time. Find you one woman, settle down and have kids and do it the right way. Because I'm telling you, the quickest way and the fastest way for a demise of a black man, especially a successful black man, is a bitter black woman. Truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that's out here that ain't getting in trouble, that ain't selling drugs, what's ruining their lives? Opportunity and bitter black women. And that's just the truth. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't dealing with the police. So what else is ruining you? Opportunity and bitter black women. It's just the truth. I had to share this with my youngsters out there, man. Don't be nutting off and everything like I did. You know what I'm saying? I take full responsibility. I don't regret my kids, but I take full responsibility for the situations and the drama that I've had all my life from laying down with these women. I regret it, but I take full responsibility. Be smarter than Stack 5. I made all the mistakes so y'all won't have to. So my 2 sons won't have to. You dig what I'm saying? Love.
That, ladies, was Steven Jackson speaking. Now, he started off by saying he was sharing game with the little homies or youngsters who are planning on having families and being successful. When he started speaking, I thought that he was actually about to say something that may actually be beneficial to our black male youth. But as you heard him continue to speak, especially near the end, it became very clear to me what he was actually doing and his real intentions of this whole video. He is no different from many of the other self hating, arrogant, and mentally conquered black men today. He is doing nothing different and saying nothing different. His objective to me, and this is my opinion, is to try and relay to young black men today that it is okay to blame the black female for your disturbing, dishonest behavior. You can blame women for your failure and for your not doing what you should do and could do as black men. And that, for me, actually ruined this whole bogus message that he fronted about. It is simple minded thinking to say that there are only 2 things running a black man's life, and that is opportunity and bitter black women. I wonder if that's what Philando Castile, Keith Lamont Scott, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, and all the other millions of black males who have died, did they believe this bull crap? What he was doing is not taking responsibility, and he was not being accountable for his mentally abusing, stressing out, and playing with black women's hearts and emotions. He created these women that he claimed to despise. Now he's trying to pass the buck on to them by making excuses so he can not hold himself accountable. This is not being responsible. You being responsible, stand up as a black man, fight your real enemy, build up your community and your families, provide, protect, and defend your own nation of people. I think this is a sign that this is merely another dead black man speaking who pretends to take responsibility for his lack of loyalty and not valuing the black female. I think his lack of morals and his lack of commitment is what he should have been speaking on. And stop trying to justify his plain old cheating, whorish way when it comes to black women. He never explained how all of this behavior that he did impacted these black females and created the bitter black woman that he now speaks of. Now he runs around and proclaims he doesn't date black women. But he has, I think, black daughters or mixed daughters. But he mentioned the two sons. This is what does this say about a black man? Not a black man. I'm going to say this specific black man. Now, he was engaged to the lady that played on Basketball Wives by the name of Armani. I don't know if you all followed that or not, but I think he had two children by her, but he never married her. He just procreated with her. He clearly has hostility and hate for black women, but he needs to keep the focus on him, his whorish ways, his irresponsibility, his childish behavior, and his ignorance and careless behavior. That is how you be responsible, and that is how you take responsibility for your actions. But this is my opinion, and that's my observation. I want you ladies to tell me, what are your thoughts on this? A sweet thing, what do you think?
Well, my opinion, and this is sweet thing, my opinion from the whole shebang of what he was saying, it sounded like he was just careless with his own penis.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is for you to sit back and try to preach saying, oh, don't have multiple babies by different women, and sitting there saying he could not over this amount of money for child support.
Oh,
He had the
millions.
reason why child support was even put out. Don't nobody just, most women ain't just running out child support if they really love you and you doing your part of being a dad. Ain't nobody got to run out no child support for you. If you being a real dad, child support comes in with that.
That's right. Along with the time that you should spend with them.
Yeah.
It ain't all about the millions.
And that right there alone tells you a lot about him, because somewhere I know you were a deadbeat for you to have had that amount of child support for you to have put out. And being a deadbeat, yes, you deserve to be on child support. That means you don't want to be a dad and you're not taking care of your children. I got to get my funding. And if you calling me good for that, then I'll just have to be one of those good black women that you can say. Because let's be real, I see white women getting in on child support as well.
Exactly. Here's my thing about this whole so-called information he was sharing. This dude is not taking any responsibility for his own behavior. He sounds like the rest of the mentally dead black men that are on social media that like to bash black women. Because in the same breath where he was acting like he taking responsibility, he's blaming black women and calling them bitter. And I always ask the question, when you call a black woman bitter, why is she bitter? Who made her bitter? That's the bigger question.
He plays a role in making her bitter the way he thinks she's bitter. Because that there's just you don't want to be a dad or do your part in taking care of your child, whether you moved on from the relationship with that woman or not, that's still your child. That does not make me bitter for you to be a dad.
And remind you, he has 5 different baby mothers. Now, I feel like he is one of those mentally conquered guys. And what I mean by that, they self-hating. They whorish men because they got money and they got access to it, but they don't have respect for black women. And so they cherish that penis and the money. It's all about sex and money. So you playing games with women's hearts and minds, and then you want to call them bitter. That's my thing. So, and we got youth that are looking up to these kind of men and striving to be like these men. And I can never understand, how are you gonna fix your mouth to say, as a black man, that I don't want to have nothing to do with a black woman. I do not care how you feel about the mother. Once you have had a child and you and her are in a partnership, and the least you can do is stop acting like this is your enemy, because obviously at some point that wasn't your enemy. Sometimes
Exactly.
adults don't know how to put down the nonsense and come into a higher way of thinking and put the children first. And I think that is the biggest problem with black men who call women bitter. You can't play with women's hearts and act like, okay, you are the one that I love, I want to be with. And then when the woman get pregnant, she finds out you've been messing around and lying to her, and you don't expect her to be bitter. Or either when that woman has a child for you, she find out another woman has a child for you, you've been lying. And you don't want her to be bitter. You don't understand why a woman could be bitter.
And then on and how many women can you say?
He got five different baby mothers.
Five. About how many of color? How many of color?
You know what? I only know of one. That was the girl that was on. I don't know if you all watch Basketball Wives.
I think he got 2 or 3 on her.
I think he got 2 on her. I think. He must.
But at the end of the day, when he's sitting here and he's producing these children, and
I think that. Wait a minute, I'm gonna get back to you, sweet thing. But I think that's the only black woman that he had children by. I'm not sure. I seen him in pictures with what looked like Latinas or whatever you call them. But he is constantly putting down black women. But back to what you were saying. Sorry for the interruption. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, he's producing all these children. They may be multiple colors more than likely. Because the thing is, when I just can't get it over my mind, or the fact that he's sitting here, you got 5 baby mamas, and for you to say anybody's bitter, something wrong with you. 5 baby mamas don't even sound right.
And then he said 3 of them tried to destroy his life from the beginning. 3. Now, if that many women are finding problem with you, perhaps you should look in the mirror. It may not be those women. It's probably you.
I'm really wrong. And the point when he's screaming, putting out child support, you got 5 baby mamas. And I wonder what are the ages of them when you're saying you have a child that pretty much, what he said, high school or something like that?
I think he said college. I think he has children that are in college.
Let me tell you something. This is a deadbeat in a whole different category when you got a child of that age and you're sitting here saying somebody keeping you away from that child. That just burned me up because you using it. You not to be a dad now because exactly. At a child get a certain age and you done made a bond. I'm sorry, that child's gonna want to be with you regardless. Whether they under the roof with you, mind spending time with you.
I don't think this man, because it's like a lot of black men today, they using this kind of crap as an excuse so they can be with non-black women. And the truth is, these are mentally dead men that are trying to pretend, blame it on the woman, as if they don't have a responsibility in creating children and being loyal. Because I think our biggest problem with our men that do this and talk this kind of crap, they don't have any loyalty to black women. Because they, when they were in the field and stuff and they wanted those white women so bad, right now they just can't contain themselves. They got to have them. But they don't even realize that somebody put that mentality in their heads that have them hating their own blackness. I heard 50 Cent bragging about some little mixed child he got. And I'm not hating on these babies, the little children, because they are not responsible for them being created. They are here. But we have to call these black men out on this silliness. It's just nonsense. They run around here trying to make excuses for their irresponsibility.
Their irresponsibility. And then on top of it, that's when we become bitter because we're the black woman who wants to complain about it. You're wrong, you're wrong. It ain't about this.
And we ride with them. You know, we ride when they ain't got the $1 million. He talking about he paid $1 million. If you making $1 million, millions of dollars, give that lady some millions. I don't care.
But my thing is he complaining about paying child support. Really, the woman is having the hardest part of the, having the child. They the one that got to be there with 24/7.
Exactly.
And you see what I'm saying? So you complain about putting out some money. What about the quality of time?
Exactly.
Because people thinking money is raising that child, and it takes more than money to raise a family.
They so confused.
Exactly.
Sound like they just
and
confused.
Then so you have a
Go ahead.
And you have the richest people, got children that get them anything in the world, but guess what? Some of them children still unhappy. So it's not about the money. What about the quality of time?
Exactly. And they have gotten this mixed up as if something wrong with black women. And I hear people talking about black women destroying the race. Who's supposed to be the head of the household?
The man.
But who is the head of the household in most black
families? The woman.
Even sometimes when you're married, men don't often make the same amount of money. And you will ride with these men as long as they are being men.
Right.
But they want to act like all of a sudden the burden of raising the children and earning the money and everything that comes with being a family is on the woman. It's like black men, I ain't gonna say all, some of them have forgotten what it is to be a man.
A real man.
They done lost their manhood somewhere.
Stand with their family and be there. That same man that he describing that he wanted to be, he could have been that from the beginning. It did not have to take going to another race to do it. It did not have to take making multiple children by different families to do it. Right. It was common sense. We were there.
Mm-hmm. But it's just upsetting when I keep seeing this. I heard, what's the dude named Kodak Black? Which y'all know I don't listen to these folk music. I just see what is posted on social media. It's like, which I don't even know if Chris Brown is he black? Is he black all the way? I think he mixed. But either way, it's just like all of these black men are coming out of the woodwork now, and they acting like they have accomplished something because they have a non-black or a white woman. And to me, it speaks to their mindset. They don't even realize that their minds have been conquered. They have not built anything as a black nation. Where are our schools, our hospitals, and our black communities? What they have done, they've been swallowed up into this ideology that our enslavers gave us. So you are part of that, but we ain't built nothing. There is nothing being built by black men. And then they feel like, okay, so it's the woman's job, but they don't want the responsibility of building even families. Do you know, I was listening to a chat yesterday, and some idiot, and this is what he was an idiot. Some idiot black man said that black men should not be expected to be providers or protectors. How ridiculous is that?
Oh my God.
And I said, these men just don't value black women. They use some black women and abuse them, and they mentally destroy them, and then look at them and say, oh, she bitter, or I don't want no black woman. But you played a role in destroying her.
I feel that that's their easy way out. They try to make that they easy way out. In other words.
That way they don't be held responsible for being men. They can hide behind these non-white folks that says, see, that's your excuse. That's exactly what it is. I think it's an excuse. So they won't have to be
It is.
expected to do what men should do, that normal men do. Have you ever heard a Chinese say, "Oh, I don't date no Chinese women"? Heard a Indian man say, "Oh, I don't date no Indian. I ain't dating no Indian bitch." I mean, really? How can you expect anybody to respect men who behave like this?
You can't. You can't.
And then I asked them, where is the respect for the women who bore you your children? If you don't like her and if you don't want her, you don't know how to conduct yourself as an adult and say, it's about my children. Because when you disrespect this woman and she got custody of these children, you make it hard for her.
Right.
And she got to come around you. The least you can do, black men who think like this, is act like adult. Put away your childish ways, because sometimes they act like little children to me. I'm going to take this from you. And they always talking about their money. Do y'all remember what Lonnie Love said? What Lonnie Love said was that she don't speak for the black community. But she said that she believed that a lot of black men really don't know how to have true, faithful relationship. She said they think because they have money, they have power, and that can treat women any kind of way. And she went on to say that it's across the board. When one of the other ones, well, I think her name was Adrian, chimed in, she said that all men have an issue with cheating in all cultures, which we're not talking about all men, we're talking about black men. But she said, Lonnie Love responded to her by saying, no, it's not all across the board, because what is happening is that we are still dealing with the point of slavery. And she said that we are descendants of slavery, and because our families were broken up, we still do not have an idea of how to have togetherness because our families were broken up. And a lot of men didn't like that. A lot of people gave her a lot of slack because she is with a white dude. But I think we should listen to the words that were spoken there. There could be possibly some truth to that. As much as we would like to deny this, we know that it is a fact nowadays that our men, and black men in particular, I'm not speaking to every black man, I'm not going to keep saying this, but that's what I'm talking about. Those who are in relationships with non-black women, they have a lot of babies by black women. And when you were with those black women, you didn't have a problem with her. But as soon as you had the opportunity to get with a non-black woman, it's a fad now. Everybody wants to do it. It's what's in. But we have to think about what is the underlying issue here. What is really going within the mind of black men. Because you can't deny that black men do engaging in sex. While the world, mind you, everybody else trying to conquer the world, they're trying to have sex.
But them the kind of men I try my best to avoid.
But what you think about black men who say they don't date black women?
Again, I try to avoid them because it's something mentally right now with anybody who feel like they can't date what their race is. And I ain't got nothing against what anybody date, whether it's black, white, Puerto Rican, Hispanic. But when you feel like it's only your race that's the problem, there's something wrong with you. They got to be willing to change it. Because you don't really do it, but drain yourself. I'm quite sure this been going on for years trying to get them to change. It ain't no hope.
Ain't no
hope. They got to be willing to do that.
Yeah.
They got to be willing. They got to be willing to do it. This thing, they get worse before they get better.
Whenever they choose females that are not black and they get with non-black females, they feel like they need to bash us. And when I say us, I'm talking about black women. I don't know why
Yeah,
they feel that
yeah,
way, but that's what they do. They
yeah.
get on different platforms and they just talk negatively about black women. And
Which shows a lot that the bitter is really in them. Never experienced.
have you given up on men, Shawty?
Sure, but the way he feels that night,
We ain't into the
that's
gay
not.
stuff. I know that part, but
No, 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 no. I just rather not be bothered with the unnecessary text.
yeah. And I hear a lot of black
That's
women,
my text.
a lot of black
I
women
don't
say
think
that.
that, I don't think I've given up on men. Not real men, not strong men. I don't like a weak man. I don't like a man who feels to come over here and step on me and feel like he's gonna bring in others and do other things to me and I accept it. No, I'm not into that kind of. That's not a man to me.
So you not in
That's somebody.
you don't want to submit.
I ain't
You
into what?
you don't want to you don't want to submit to a man. You don't want to do what he say.
I ain't good to.
You don't want to
Well,
do
call me
it.
a poor woman. I me myself, Dina.
Uh-huh.
Me
Go ahead.
myself, I like a strong man, but I know that's a limit also.
That's
Because,
right.
some men would take that and run with it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's a limit to any and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I ain't just be your girl food or however you want to put it. Nah. I love a strong man.
Mm-hmm.
My raised me to deal with me, but with the way I am, I'm a strong person myself. And sometimes men cannot deal with that
That's
themselves.
right. Right.
Ain't me a freak. So my when I say strong man, I want somebody to come over here and want to talk. I don't want somebody who want to come over here and try and cheat on me, and I accept it. I don't want somebody who's going to come in here and think that they're going to control me. No. You can't do that. I got to have somebody on the same level with me. I mean, my thing is we can work together to make things happen, but it ain't going to be nobody walking ahead of me or nothing like that. That's just not.
I feel you on
Right.
that. That's nonsense.
Right.
Now, I was, all of us got a lot of black men in our lives because we're black women. What would you say to a black man that in your family that was speaking that way about women? What would you say?
Get up. Now let me stop. Let me stop. Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. And along with telling the shit to fuck up would be the fact that I need for him to look at the woman that I am. I have a son, and I don't want my son to look at it as if I need me another race to be happy. Because my son ain't never seen me step out. That don't mean they won't. I pray. But my thing is, I don't want him to think he need another race to be happy. I don't want him to also think that he got to go out here and abuse a woman or nothing like that. But, I mean, that's just me because of the bottom line. If a man doesn't, people say a man has to raise a boy to become a man. I think a part of him comes in there, but that mother also has to be there too. And I did that part.
That's right.
True. I did that part because I know that he's seen a strong woman his entire life. He never seen no weak behind woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what my boys always say. They always praise me, they mama. They always praise me. And because they know they got a strong mama.
And see, that's
I want to tell you,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
And then as far as that, I have 4. Mm-hmm. And that's I never did. I never see. I don't put men on child support anyway because I didn't do it. So whoever that guy was, he has to be mindful what he's saying or who he talking about. You know, woman not like that, cause you know your worth, you know what you capable of doing.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's sad that any man needs to be on child support. Cause the way you don't get on child support your child.
And then now that money that they giving it on him, that woman still paying all the bills.
Right.
So that I be hearing them complain about that little money that they get.
Mm-hmm. And even if
They
they
don't know
giving
how to do
them,
anything.
even if they giving them a lot, it's more important that they be in their lives being men and showing them how to be righteous men. Cause everybody with a penis ain't out here trying to be men guiding children. Cause some of them guiding the wrong way.
The disturbing part, the disturbing part to me about the whole child support area is the guys who they had to be dragged into court to make them to take care of their child, and then they feel like that's all they should do, and they don't give a rat tail whether or not that child got to go to the emergency room, that child got to go to, that child wants to play a sport or something. It's that stuff like that, or that child just want to go spend time with him. But that's where that goes to where you talking about a bit of black. When you talking about a bit of black woman, some men will be nasty and just won't be in it. If they ain't with that mama, they ain't gonna be in that life. Just be and build it. So that goes both ways.
Yeah, right. Just trifling.
He won't even fool with the kids.
They're trifling men, cause we got trifling black men out here.
Right, they want to fool with the kids because they had with the mom, and the mom give them an opportunity to be with the kids. They still won't do it.
And that's how he come off to me, using that as an excuse.
That you have 5 baby mamas, and for you to say you got one at that age and you don't deal with them, that's your fault there.
That's right. That's right.
Just like you was in court, just as you was dragged in court, the maid to pay child support, and you didn't want to see child because if you really wanted to, it's called family court, you would have got your right to see your child. You had to go through all that. You didn't want to see that child. You didn't give a rat tail.
And then he said he don't have a problem with 3 of them unless they run out of money. And you know, I'm gonna tell you something else that I get.
And the idea of run out of money.
The importance of guiding them. He acting like he giving a message. He ain't. I'm telling you, he's throwing off on black women. He ain't trying to give them no real message. Cause if he was trying to give a real message, he would have been apologizing to those women, and he would have been saying, "If I made you bitter, I apologize. I am not gonna sit up here and put you down, cause we are adults, and I thank you for my children." This is what he should have been saying, and this is how we gonna do this. We're going to resolve whatever problems we had so our child can know how to conduct himself or herself in a relationship. That ain't what they was thinking about. He was trying to throw off on black women. Because why would you say black women as if white women don't get... Oh, and I'm talking about they get big money. What's the guy name with the Gap that's on the news?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You see his white... non-black wife have him in court right now trying to get child support.
Now look at that.
What his name? Shrewell? His name is Michael Strahan. And Michael Strahan was in court with his second ex-wife. And her name is Jean. They have 2 twin daughters together. And they say they're like 15 or 16 years old. But what tripped me out is they were married back in 1999, but they split in 2006. And they said this was a nasty divorce. But either way, what I'm saying is the judge awarded Jean, his non-black wife, $15.3 million and set Michael's child support for their daughters at $18,000 per month. Now, they were in the news just recently where she has him in court for child support. She says she's seeking back child support. and she's saying that he failed certain obligations that they agreed to, and this just proves that you can't say that it is a black woman, a bitter black woman. Is this white woman bitter? I'm just saying, is she? They seem to, and that has to do with their mental issues to me, and that self hate. They can't stand the thought of a black woman with money.
That's what it is. Or make more than him. Or making more than him.
Yes.
Right.
But y'all know we don't even care if a man make less than us, as long as he's good to us and good for us.
Right.
We don't want wimps.
Out of that.
Yep. And you know we used to that, but when they get some money, they get arrogant, just like this dude was.
When you don't set aside somebody, you don't struggle with them. Y'all came to the bottom, y'all. And then they play those type of games right there. And then you wonder who did it. No, it's really you, because you want to deal with that.
Green. And you know, I like Anthony Hamilton, but he was one of those people that was agreeing with him. I'm like, are you serious? I used to like Anthony Hamilton music. You know, he on my list now. I'm giving him the side. I'm giving him the side eye. Cause I heard that.
Oh my goodness.
What his name? Kenya. He up there with that that non-black woman talking about white women know how to play. Why do they feel it necessary? What I don't understand. You are with them, be happy. Why do you want to come back and try to act like you making us jealous or something? Which we not jealous. Cause you know what that girl is. I don't even want to use that word.
Okay, well, here's my whole scenario about Kenya. The thing with him, he been with this Kardashian woman this long. And, you know, he was a rapper and everything. The thing is, they don't even announce him as Kanye West anymore. He like her husband. when they say Kim Kardashian and husband, Kenya, like... It's like he don't even exist as himself anymore.
That is interesting. But just let me say in summary of this. I'm gonna sum this up in a nutshell. And this is to any of the black men out here who are honestly attempting to guide and prepare our young black males for life. I just want you to know that the most effective thing and the most effective way to do it is to be the example for them. If your life was not what you wanted it to be and you made mistakes, and if you learned from the mistakes, stop blaming black women. Stop with the black woman crap. That blame game. Blame yourself. And taking responsibility begins and ends with you. To say you are being responsible when you say that a black woman is responsible, a bitter black woman is responsible, is kind of weak and cowardly. You have to admit to your wrong, and then you talk about what you have done and what you are doing now to change that situation. And for the grown adult black people, when you have children by multiple people, you have to and you should maintain a respect for relationship. And that means you don't insult your child's parent that is not there, whether it is the mother or the father of the child. And you can have problems with them, but the children should know that. Don't talk bad about them in the presence of your children or your child. Or get on YouTube and social media saying you have regrets. You have to learn to deal with your emotions. That's part of being adults and taking responsibility. When you are disappointed and you are faced with disappointments, you have to handle it in a civilized manner and deal righteously with one another. And blaming black women and not taking responsibility to say that you played a role in making her this bitter black woman, it means that you're not taking responsibility for your own actions in her life. It only continues to show others and your children who hear and see what you are doing, how selfish you are, and it continues this cycle of non accountability. The thing that would have made this impactful and what he said, okay, would be for him to apologize to those mothers for any role he had played, anything that he did that shape in any shape or form that caused them to be bitter. He has to take responsibility for causing these bitter black women that he's complaining about. And then he has to be involved in offering solutions to keep other youth from making these kind of women that he's complaining about. Teach your two sons that your behavior can make any woman bitter. Remove your emotions from any situation that you're in. And you have to learn not to be selfish and remove your ego from the situation. Being in the life of your children and seeing the mother of your children happy, whether you are with her or not with her, if you have children with them, it creates a good relationship and a good place for your children. A happy, healthy environment creates responsible children, and you create good families that way. That way, all parties benefit. Put what is in the best interest of the child before your own childlike, selfish behavior. That's called being accountable and taking responsibility. Now, I want to give a shout out to my beautiful guest speakers today, Shawty Black and Sweet Thang. Thank you for being with us today. And I want to ask my audience, what do you think about the topics of discussions today? You want to express your thoughts and opinion? Subscribe and leave me a comment. I want to know what you think. Let me know. So subscribe, like, share, and remember to subscribe to Discussions with Dina podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook. I want to thank you for listening. And remember to join me right here next time for Discussions with Dina.